videoing?
Oh.
Go?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I gave a small shot in the muscle only about 7 minutes ago, and she's relaxed a little bit. So that will help us out if she's a little relaxed. And then we have our floor dry. Dry is the big thing for this part. Dry and flat. And then we've got some toweling to put the foot on when we want to set it down if we need to for that. Although the wound isn't on the ground surface, it's not too bad. So let's zoom in here. So I've started the bandage. I recommend that you always wear gloves even when you're just like taking these bandages off. That way your hands stay cleaner. You know, you don't have to try to wash your hands in between things because the bandage is dirty in the first place.
Is this hay okay as long as I keep changing it?
Yes, that's fine. Just keep it real clean and keep it as dry as you can. And if you need some of the wood chip bedding to keep it drier, you can. That might be good in spots where she pees. Okay, so this bandage is wet. You can see it's what we expected, to have fluid from that tendon sheath come out into this bandage here. So I'll just zip this off here. Then we've got our diaper to take off. And that's pretty saturated. And then of course the wound's on the back here, so I'm going to be careful. I'm going to come off the side a little bit. And just carefully trim this loose. We have some gauze underneath of this vet wrap. But you can see, like I was saying, how you need all this bandage material to be as sterile and clean as possible because it's all wet and it's all exposed back into the wound surface potentially.
Did Denise tell you she did get out yesterday morning?
Oh, she didn't.
No, it was very...
Okay,
She's out and
so
right back in.
we have a little protein on there, a little pink protein. That's not bad. There's a little bit of an exudate. See, there's a little bit of a slightly pussy looking exudate, which I'm not too worried about right yet, because I think that's because the skin was all damaged in the first place. Now, since I still have all of this here, I'm going to set her foot down right here on this clean hay, and I'm okay with doing that right there. And then I'm going to get rid of these gloves because they're dirty gloves from taking the bandage off.
It's going to take you, what, like 5 to 10 pair of gloves to do this?
Yeah. The gloves are cheap and they're easy to throw off and on. That's what I find.
Not if you got a hand like this.
Oh, yeah. Right, then it's not so easy. Now I have 4x4 gauze sheets that I keep the chlorhexidine soap in. That makes it easier for me. I'm just going to leave her stand here and start the washing process. I'm going to start washing. I need to wash this entire area. So, not just the wound, but I won't go from a dirty area to the wound. I'll just clean these outer quote-unquote dirtier areas first, and then I'll clean the wound. But see, I'm going to clean all the way around here each time we do this bandage change, so we don't have bacteria hanging out here that gets transferred into that wound. That muscle shot seemed to work pretty well. She's fairly relaxed here. Now over here, this wound goes almost to the coronet band. So I really have to clean down there toward that, and on that coronet band, and on the heel. I'll start to work on the wound itself, the wound edges. Start cleaning them also while I leave that soap on the other areas, still working to disinfect those other areas. Now that's pretty sensitive. See how I touch her a little bit where she's got the cut nerve? And that's pretty sensitive, so she can't tolerate that real easily. And I'll probably have to have her foot picked up and try to really gently accomplish that. There's some parts of this wound that shouldn't be too sensitive. See where I am right now, over here toward the middle of the leg and down toward the bottom of the foot. That's where she won't feel it very much. Where she will feel it is right about where my thumb is right now, but facing up the leg. That's where the nerve ending is. That's going to be sensitive there. Yep, see right there? So I'm just going to just try to real gently get that clean.
It's okay, go. Freckles.
Good girl, I'm sorry. Good girl, Freckles. Good girl. That's a good girl. You're doing good.
Baby.
Okay, sweetie. Sorry, girl.
I'll take care of you.
Okay, that's our girl. Let me grab the bucket. Now I'm also, while I've got this foot up now, I'm going to do a little bit more cleaning down here, but I'm not going to take any of this toward the wound. I'll clean this hoof down here, and then I'll just throw the gauze away to the ground, away that way, never toward the wound. Good girl, good girl. Good girl, Freckles. Good girl. Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl. Good girl. Alright, sweetie. Now I'm going to set her down for a little bit. Get rid of all this out of the way. Change gloves.
Did you get on your phone what I said about that Julie? Now you probably did. I call her psychobabble.
Alright, now when I rinse, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to take dirty water into the wound, so I'm going to rinse here at the wound and let it go away. Good girl, good girl.